Hello, in today's video, let's talk about frugal living. Growing expenditures have made it increasingly difficult for the majority of individuals to save. To help you save money fast, I've compiled a list of the best money-saving tips. According to CNBC, just 40% of Americans could pay a $1,000 emergency payment out of their own pocket. This is a shocking statistic. Most of us would have to resort to borrowing money from a credit card or going to a food bank if we missed a single paycheck. There will always be problems that need our attention while we are here on Earth. It's critical to have some cash on hand. Even a few bucks may go a long way in times of need. This video on how to save money by reducing expenses is one I hope you can all benefit from. If your bank account costs a larger than the interest you were earning, it's time to switch to a free checking account. Many free checking accounts are currently available. Some of these new bank accounts are not only free, but they also allow you to make a little amount of money. The expenses you are now paying may seem little, but over the course of a year, they may mount up. A waste of money to purchase something that may be obtained for free elsewhere. Look for a better phone contract. We've all been sucked into pricey phone contracts, and now it's time to check our allowances and see whether we're spending below those restrictions. For example, if you're paying for 20 gigabytes of data but only use 10 gigabytes, it's time to cut that aloud. You may accomplish this by asking your service provider for a better bargain, since there is no use in paying for services you don't use. It's time to check out different options and determine whether you need to relocate after your current contract expires. When electronic devices are not in use, they should be turned off to save energy. When electronic devices are in standby mode, they nevertheless use power, resulting in a hefty electricity bill. As a result, it is critical to turn them off while not in use. Another solution is to purchase an energy-saving power strip that will turn off the electricity when it is not in use anymore. Purchasing in bulk may save money. Costco Wholesale and other wholesale stores are great options if you have a large family, so you should definitely consider joining. You'll be saving a lot of money by shopping at wholesale instead than retail. It's only a matter of figuring out what you can purchase in quantity each month. Cooking oil, for example, may be purchased in bulk and stored for a whole year if it saves you a lot of money. Price match. Save money by taking advantage of this opportunity. Solicit a price match from your local grocer if they so offer. You may accomplish this by looking up the cost of the products you wish to purchase on Google. You may then display this to the clerk at the checkout counter if you're shopping. You'll save time by not having to go to different businesses to receive quotations. You may save little money each month if you price match. Unused club memberships should be canceled. Most Americans spend a lot of money on club memberships that they seldom or never use. So, it's time to check all of your memberships and cancel all the ones you don't need. Try to get cheap gas in your neighborhood. Our automobile's petrol costs are one of the biggest expenses we have. GasBuddy and other applications can help you find out the current gas prices in your region. Because of this, you may be able to save money. In the short term, the savings may seem little, but in the long run, they will mount up. Occasionally, go for a stroll or ride a bike. For some of us, driving is a drug, and we can't fathom without having a vehicle and driving everywhere. This is terrible for your health and your wallet. Even a 30-minute walk may go a long way toward helping you prevent a variety of lifestyle disorders, according to experts who attribute part of the obesity epidemic in the United States to the prevalence of automobile usage. When you're driving, consider combining some of your journeys. We can all save a lot of money on petrol if we plan our journeys carefully. You may save money on transportation's expenditures simply by combining trips. So, if you plan on seeing friends and shopping at the same time, why not do both? Going to the grocery store, coming home, and then going to see your pals is a waste of time. Carry out a comparison of auto insurance rates. As a result, we tend to stick with a single insurance provider rather than search around for a better deal. Just a few minutes of your time is all that's needed to compare rates now. Consider bringing your own lunch to the office if possible. Lunch at work costs most Americans between $5 to $10 each day. By taking your lunch to work, you may save a lot of money. As a result, not only will you save money, but you will also eat better and healthier meals. Saving time is a great way to earn some extra cash from side hustles like survey taking and other odd jobs. Consider reducing your meat consumption. When compared to vegetables, it costs a lot of money. Consider cutting down on your meat consumption, not just because it would save you money, but because it will enhance your health as well. We already know that most of these malignancies that we see today are caused by meating. For those who care about the environment, you'll be pleased to know that cows are a major contributor to the rise in greenhouse gas emissions. It's time to quit. When it comes to death and money, smoking is no exception. If you already smoke, this could be the perfect moment to quit and save some cash. Consume extra water. If you drink more water during the day, you'll consume less food and drink fewer of the dangerous fizzy beverages available, according to something I recently read. The less food you consume, the more money you will save. Avoid dining out for lunch or dinner at least once a week. Seeing the amount of restaurants in your immediate area will show you that dining out is a multi-billion-dollar industry. We can all save a lot of money if we cook our own meals rather than dine out. Consume less sugary beverages. Avoid purchasing beverages and instead sip on water if you must go out. Hydration and removal of pollutants are also benefits of plain water. The majority of fizzy drinks are laden with sugar that our bodies don't require, making them unnecessary. As a result, they are not only expensive, but also harmful to our health. When you're out and about, make use of discount coupons. Use coupons if they were given to you, since they may save you money. I can attest to the fact that I've received a number of coupons that I've never gotten around to redeeming. Because of this, if your restaurant or business gives you a coupon, take advantage of it. Remove the mess and get money. My recommendation is that we go through our closets and get rid of all the things that we no longer use by holding a garage sale, which is a great way to get rid of clutter. Another option is to sell them in a flea market for a profit. Use your credit card to bargain for lower rates. It's time to phone your credit card company and ask for a lower interest rate if you believe you're paying too much for the usage of your credit card. It could be time to look for a new service provider if you're unable to persuade them to lower your costs. Just be sure that the offer they are offering is better than your present contract. Make a spending plan and stick with it. Having a budget is a helpful tool that may help you keep track of your spending and ensure that you only spend money on items you truly need. You, like any other business, need a budget to keep things running smoothly. Prepare a grocery list ahead of time is a good idea. In order to prevent impulsive purchases and save money, it is essential that you compile a list of the products you want to purchase before going shopping. Making a list helps you stay inside your spending limit. If you have learned anything from this video, please let me know in the comments below. Please support and follow this channel by giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to it.